15 Calypsonians are headed to a final face-off when they clash in the Senior Calypso Finals on 29 December at Carnival City in Bastille. Following the official opening of Sugar Mass 49, the National Carnival of Skn Nevis, attention quickly turned to the quarterfinals competition to select the Calypsonians who will appear on the final night of competition. At the end of the quarterfinals, 4 notable Calypsonians head the pack of contenders. Queen Independent heads the list with 393 points, followed by King Craig with 387, Queen Brown Sugar with 385 points, and King Astro with 382 points. This year, the COVID-19 pandemic forcing the initiation of a virtual carnival, many citizens and residents will be following the critical shows online, with social media playing an important part in the discourse on carnival events. The virtual opening of Carnival was widely enjoyed with its high production values and talented performers appreciated by thousands of nationals overseas who logged on to the opening show. Glenn Barrett, Skn Newsline.
The police are investigating a fatal shooting incident that occurred in the Coluquans housing project on December 11th. The police received a report just after 11 a.m. on Friday that someone was shot and fatally wounded in the area. When officers visited the scene, they found the motionless body of 36-year-old Bernal Nisbet of the same area on his veranda with multiple gunshot wounds. The district medical officer examined the body and pronounced Nisbet dead. Personnel from the Forensic Service Unit processed the scene and items of evidential value were collected. Investigations into the matter are ongoing. The police are appealing to anyone who might have information in relation to this incident to call the Violent Crimes Unit on Nevis at 469-5269 or 663-5414 or their nearest police station. Meanwhile, another shooting incident occurred on Nevis, this time on Thursday, on Hanley's Road. Preliminary investigations have so far revealed that about 6:30 p.m., Denrick Pemberton of Hanley's Road was walking towards his home when an unknown individual fired several shots at him. He was struck in the leg. He managed to take it home and was transported to the Alexandra Hospital in a private vehicle where he is warded in a stable condition. Personnel from the Forensics Unit processed the scene and items of evidential value were collected. Investigations into the matter are ongoing. This comes just days after the fatal shooting in Newtown on December 7th. Police said officers visited a shop in Carty Alley, Newtown, following reports at 10 p.m. of a shooting. The shop was operated by Akeem Christopher, also known as Little Man. Upon arrival, the officers met Christopher's motionless body laying on the floor with what appeared to be multiple gunshot wounds. Preliminary investigations have revealed that Christopher was inside the establishment when an unknown assailant approached him and shot him multiple times before fleeing the scene. The district medical officer visited the scene and pronounced him dead. Personnel from the Forensic Services Unit arrived and processed the scene. They collected items of evidential value and an autopsy has been scheduled. The police are making an appeal to anyone with information regarding this incident to contact the Violent Crimes Unit by calling 467-1887, 467-1888 or 662-3468. They can also contact their nearest police station or the crime hotline at 707 where information can be given anonymously. In other police news, Calvin Grant, also known as Big Cheese of 4 Thomas Road, Bastille, who has been sought by police after escaping custody, has been caught. Grant escaped police custody on December 9th and was held for larceny. He was caught the following day. He escaped after a wanted bulletin was issued. Andre Huey, Skn Newsline. Taste the flavor of succulent barbecue chicken, pork, and ribs. It's Nightlife Barbecue and Grill across the road from Caribbean Cinema in Buckley's. You're sure to taste the best food you ever had. Try their roast breadfruit hot off the grill or swing by during lunchtime for their lunch menu. Oxtail, mutton, stew pork, stew chicken, and more. The nightly session cuisine is the best. Open every day for breakfast and lunch. So when you're hungry and you need somewhere to get some great food, your choice has got to be Nightlife, located across the road from Caribbean Cinemas. Call 664-7439, 667-1596, or 664-5103. Nightlife Barbecue and Grill.
It's the season to be happy. Yes, it's Christmas at Smart Electronics. We're having a massive Christmas sale for the entire month of December. Extra special deals on the 18th and the 19th. We have stuff for the entire family. We have cell phones, laptop computers, washing machines, refrigerators, and much more. Now in stock, air conditioner units. So don't you miss out on our massive Christmas sale for the entire month of December with extra special deals on the 18th and the 19th. For more information, call us at 466-4271. Smart Electronics, way to live a smart life. Terms and conditions apply.
I feel good.
Come to Vibes Beach Bar and Grill at the Frigate Bay Strip, your place for the best selection of local dishes. Join us for lunch. Mahi-mahi, barbecue ribs, fresh caught snapper, salmon, lobster, and our world-famous Vibes wings at economically sound prices. Dinner is served from the deck or the golden sands of the Frigate Bay Beach. Join us for birthdays, business meetings, or just for fun in a family-friendly environment. Open Tuesdays to Sundays, 11 a.m. until. Vibes Beach Bar and Grill. Great food, hospitality, entertainment, and good vibes. Call 465-8423 for reservations and inquiries.
I feel good.
Skillex Interactive Voice Response System, a new 24-hour automated call-in service. Access it now at 465-2000 to report faults, receive bill balances, and for the first time ever, you can now make bill payments over the phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Access it now by calling 465-2000.
When it comes to prescription and all your healthcare needs, that is the new Paris Pharmacy, located on Westbourne Gut Bastille near Skillek, offering the following services: a full and computerized prescription filling service, drug interaction monitoring, extended opening hours, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. during weekdays, open 6 hours on Sundays, holidays, and available for emergencies, a wide range of medicines at reasonable prices and top quality. We are not the largest, but try the hardest to please you. Paris Pharmacy, always there taking care. Reach us on Facebook, WhatsApp, or call direct 465-8569, 762-7919, and 763-9142. Paris Pharmacy, that's all that matters.
The largest solar energy project in the Eastern Caribbean was launched on Sinkis, with Swiss company Leclanche investing millions of dollars to construct and operate the power plant. According to officials at the 10th December 2020 groundbreaking ceremony, the solar electricity generation and storage plant will be built on 102 acres of leased government land on the western side of the Kim Collins Highway in East Bastille. From all accounts, the plant will provide about 35% of the island's diesel-generated baseload electricity while reducing the island's carbon dioxide emissions. The U.S. $70 million solar photovoltaic electricity generation and battery storage system was developed for Sinkis by Leclanche, which will own and operate the plant through its subsidiary Solec Power Limited. The solar plant is expected to take 18 months to construct. Brian Urban, an executive vice president with Leclanche, describes investors' intent at the groundbreaking ceremony.
We're going to install 35 megawatts of solar panels in this Bastille Valley. It's important that we're able to utilize that power then to not only provide power during the day and reach the peak needs for the St. Kitts, but also we will store some of that power in a battery, a big battery, a lithium-ion battery system that will be close to the Skellek power station and will interconnect directly with the Skellek power station. It'll be a system that'll be intertwined and interconnected, and with the Skellek system through our advanced software system, administrative software, along with the Skellek operational and control system. So the advantages that we're going to bring to the island here is that with the solar, which will produce, a significant amount of the energy for the island, somewhere between 30 and 35%. along with the battery, which allows us to basically create a base load capacity and use that power into the evening and even overnight as necessary. We'll integrate the system with Skn so that it's seamless in terms of the operations. When and if there's ever any issues with generation from Skn, we can step in with immediate backup power from the battery system. We'll also be able to provide what's called load balancing, and keep the load of the island, the frequency, and the kind of technical aspects very calm and consistent. The battery does a very good job of that. So these are some of the advantages that we're adding technically to the generation fleet here on St. Kitts.
The produced electricity will be integrated into Skn's power grid under a flat-rate 20-year power purchase agreement. The plant is expected to reduce Skn's diesel import by 4 million gallons each year. The Switzerland-based Leclanche has a heritage of over 100 years in battery and energy storage. Glenn Batt, Skn Newsline. Nevis's Premier Mark Brandle is calling on all taxpayers and entities to get up to date and pay their share of taxes to ensure that the Nevis Island administration can deliver its commitments. In his recent NIA budget address, Premier Brandle said the emphasis in 2021 will be on economic recovery while delivering on critical social and health services and important infrastructure during a period affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. He called on taxpayers to be responsible citizens and to honor their obligations. The Premier said business entities that are not current on taxes will not be allowed to obtain NIA contracts and may also not have their business licenses renewed. Several cost-cutting measures for the NIA also were announced for the fiscal year 2021.
We therefore encourage all taxpayers to file and pay their taxes on time. All of us must be responsible citizens. Mr. President, times are difficult now and likely to get more difficult before they get better. As an initial short-term measure to align our expenditure with our projected revenues for the new fiscal year, my Cabinet has approved the implementation of the following expenditure reduction measures with effect from January 1st, 2021. 1. The temporary suspension of overseas travel for all public servants, including members of Cabinet, unless these travels are fully funded by third parties. 2. The reduction of the monthly travel allowance payable to all public servants, including members of Cabinet, by 50%. 3. The temporary suspension of the payment of increments to all civil servants. 4. The deferral of any requests for promotion of officers or upgrade of their salaries and wages. In addition, we will defer the employment of any new officers to the public service. Where officers have exited the service, we must first seek to reorganize duties among existing staff before employing replacement officers. These short-term, and I emphasize short-term measures, will have an immediate impact on our fixed monthly commitments, bringing them within reasonable limits as we await the economic recovery in our main sectors.
Presenting a $237.2 million budget for the upcoming fiscal year, Premier Brandle said $174.9 million was allocated for recurrent expenditure. The NIA is projecting $128.2 million in recurrent revenue, which will be augmented with Nevis's share of CBI revenues from the federal government. Total recurrent revenue is projected at $173.2 million for the upcoming 2021 fiscal period. An amount of $62.3 million was allocated to capital expenditure, representing a 10.2% reduction from fiscal year 2020. Glenn Batt, Skn Newsline.
One of the most prevalent aspects of the COVID-19 pandemic is the extensive distribution of misinformation and disinformation. Recently, the University of the West Indies Open Campus St. Kitts and Nevis site, with assistance from the St. Kitts Nevis National Commission for UNESCO and support from UNESCO's International Program for the Development of Communication, IPDC, hosted a Caribbean online workshop for Caribbean journalists entitled Contending with Fake News and Disinformation in the Caribbean. during the COVID-19 pandemic. With many incidents of individuals and groups using social media platforms to disseminate false, misleading, and harmful information in regards to the coronavirus COVID-19, a workshop was developed and funded to assist Caribbean journalists deal with the ongoing disinformation perpetuated regarding COVID-19. Mrs. Gail Gray Phillip, the head of the UE Open Campus in Kitts and Nevis, described the project that was developed and submitted for funding through the St. Kitts and Nevis National Commission for UNESCO.
The workshop was for contending with fake news and disinformation, and this was coming out of feedback from participants of a workshop that was held in 2019. So we wrote the proposal from the office and submitted that proposal to UNESCO, and it was approved. However, COVID came, and we all were locked down across the region, and so it was refocused to look at contending with fake news and disinformation in the Caribbean region during the COVID-19 pandemic. So the original idea was to have a face-to-face workshop here in St. Kitts for media workers in St. Kitts, but with the COVID, we saw the opportunity to extend regionally and to focus on COVID-19. We have an open educational repository where persons can go and listen to the recordings if they were unable to attend the workshop, see the slides and other resource material. They're available for media personnel and other persons.
Ms. Dorothy Warner, Secretary General of the St. Kitts and Nevis National Commission for UNESCO, believes that it was an important workshop and one that was strongly supported with $25,000.
We had to open the project. We had to engage our Caribbean counterparts. Through my office, I engaged my fellow Secretaries General and put out a call for nominations from 20 countries, requesting 3 nominees from each country. In particular, we wanted to have a student and we wanted to have a female. So according to UNESCO's mandate for the youth and for gender balance, we made those specific requests of the Secretary General. UNESCO is big on the development of communication and in terms of empowering media persons to put the information out there that is correct and to dispel the myths and to ensure that persons are receiving the correct information to be able to motivate the proper actions. It's a means of empowering media persons and standing up for media persons as well, because in some cases you find media persons are being persecuted, they're being maligned. So if UNESCO can support those kind of ventures, and UNESCO is one of the main drivers behind the support for media persons.
The rapid increase in the use of social media in the Caribbean and its use to propagate disinformation regarding COVID-19 is one which is considered a substantial challenge to traditional media and its commitment to fact-checking and delivery of truthful and reliable information. As St. Kitts and Nevis-based journalist Mrs. Alicia Daniel Blake of Sugar City FM 90.3 commented on what she described to be helpful from the workshop.
Contending with fake news and disinformation in the Caribbean during the COVID-19 pandemic was refreshing, educational, and thought-provoking. I say that because there were some story ideas that were thrown out that would be helpful for me in terms of the work that I currently do as the news editor at Sugar City 90.3 FM. And specifically to COVID, it's the information that we receive from the government is basic information, but I'm encouraged now to go out and dig a little deeper in terms of maybe some of the persons who have been affected by COVID-19 and how the process has been for them.
According to Wesley Gibbons, the chief facilitator of the workshop, the COVID-19 pandemic provides one of the most fertile grounds for the growth and prevalence of disinformation. At the commencement of the November 2020 workshop, Caribbean News participants were addressed by St. Kitts and Nevis Minister of Education, Janelle Powell, and Dr. Sadia Sanchez-Vegas, Director and Representative of the UNESCO Cluster Office for the Caribbean. Football fans were treated to a tense and competitive Game 1 of the SKNFA Premier League Finals on Saturday night at the Warner Park, as SL Horse of St. Paul's United FC drew first blood against regular season league winners Rams Village Superstars 2-0. Keith Freeman scored in the 70th minute and Anthony Keynes in the 84th minute to wrap up the 2-0 victory. Both teams went into halftime 0-0, with Village having the better of the first 50 minutes, but failed to score due in part to the heroics of goalkeeper Jamal Jeffers. Both teams came out gunning for goal in the second half, but it was St. Paul's who broke through with once again Keith Freeman. The match was broadcast live on the SKNFA website. Commentators Sylvester Charles and Essington Watts.
Crowd shouting all kinds of instruction for the players. This one called inside of the area. Dylan coming off his back up. The ball headed into the back of the net. Kid Roy Freeman has found the back of the net again. Not for the first time, but the first time in tonight's game. It's 1-0 to SS Halford St. Paul's. Kid Roy Freeman has scored. He's the Superman here at Water Park. And his celebration here once again. Oh, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Celebration. The players celebrating so much. One plays down outside of the area. Kiddy has received his high five. He's now just trotting back as if just waiting for time. In the 78th minute, he just picked that one up inside the area and put it away quite easily into the back of the net.
Well, what had happened was that the corner kick came in and the keeper for the first time tonight mishandled it.
As heading that one down and coming up trying to clear. Comes across and into the back of the net.
It's a second goal by the same Anthony Keynes.
Anthony Keynes once more coming from the far post and just chesting that one into the back of the net. 2 goals to 0 in favor of SL Hosford St. Paul's. That sneaky little player, number 73, has done it again at the far post. Just coming on to the field of play the last minute or so. And this one was chipped in from the far side, eluded the goalkeeper, and there he was.
St. Paul's coach Iroy Kunga Jeffers said it was a change in approach in the second half that delivered the victory.
It was a well-fought game, especially the first half was real tight, so we have to make some adjustment during the game. So we made the adjustment and things happened for us. Come out the victory.
What were some of those adjustments?
Adjustment, we're pulling out certain players and a little tweeting to free up a little players, 1 or 2 players, so we can get some attack generating.
I saw that your 3 times man of the match, Mr. Freeman, scored a goal, and also Anthony Keynes, who got the man of the match tonight. What are your thoughts about those goal scorers?
The man he's just a genius right now, the man on top, so we have to give him the praise right now. Anthony, back-to-back goals, super sub. That's the most important thing we want. A man coming off the field, coming off the bench, giving us something what we want.
What is your expectations for the next game on Wednesday?
The next game is why, you know.
Just why.
All right.
Coach Stephen Clark of Village was peeved in the manner in which the first goal was scored, as he felt his goalkeeper was fouled in the build-up to that goal. However, he said his team will regroup for Game 2.
So what are your plans for next game to at least get a win?
Well, Jill, we got to regroup and come again. But as I tell you, these things is unacceptable.
Game 2 is on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. at the Warner Park. Village can force a Game 3 with a victory. That Game 3 will be played on Saturday night. But should St. Paul secure another victory, they'll be lifting the Premier League Championship trophy. It's the new and improved Skn Newsline Android mobile app. With the Skn Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the Skn Newsline Newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search Skn Newsline, and download the app today. The Skn Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
KN Youth Talk presents their first virtual Christmas concert, a Holiday from Home special concert at the Old Girls School on Sunday, the 28th of December, 2K20, 7 p.m. sharp. Presenting Majestic Seal, Genesis, Sinkis Rising Stars, Corn and Okra String Band, Little Uzo, special surprise by Santa Claus. You can't afford to miss it. Only 30 limited persons are allowed through the COVID-19 protocols. No mask, no entry. You can't afford to miss this concert. You can log on live at Skn's YouTube, Facebook, Royal Central Praise Skn, Molly Media Live, and KVK Media Live. Admission free, of course. It all starts on Sunday, the 20th of December, 2K20 at the Old Girls School. It's the KN Youth Stock Special Christmas Concert. Be there. Be there.
COVID-19 has made traveling difficult to St. Martin for 2020 Christmas shopping. Now you can shop in St. Martin from the comfort of your home with eShop St. Martin. Log on to eshopsxm.store. Get great deals from St. Martin when you order TVs, fridge, stoves, electronics, and other items without ever setting a foot on St. Martin. Save on expensive plane fares and accommodations and boat fees and avoid the inconvenience of COVID-19 travel. Visit www.eshopsxm.store now and shop in St. Martin.
Banners, commercial signs, decal printing, canvas prints, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our #1 priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
Auto Plus Car Wash, located on the College Street Gut, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Bring your car to Auto Plus Car Wash to remove water stains, wiper marks. Get your doors, roof panel cleaned, seat floor mats, buffing, headlights, and engine wash. You get quality service at the best price at Auto Plus Car Wash. They really care for your car. Call 765-5140 or visit them on the College Street Gut, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Auto Plus Car Wash, where service is #1.